Hey guys, this is GamerCow playing Sonic Generations, and we have to talk to Metal Sonic. Face me if you wish to have the emerald, yeah, whatever. The bosses in this game, there's two sets. There's the rival battles, as we see here, and there is the main boss battles, if you like, the ones which are against, well, stuff. It's not always against Eggman, which is good. But yeah, the rival fights have you playing against, well, rivals from previous Sonic games. To be honest, there's only really about 3 of them, which would make sense, and of course this is one of them here. So yeah, hey, Sonic CD reference, even though there isn't a Sonic CD stage, I guess. The rival battles in this game are extremely good, I find. It's really satisfying to play them, and well, this is about Metal Sonic's only really hard attack. It's the only one I ever consistently get hit by, but that's mostly because of the whole like unavailability of stuff, and I'm probably playing that incredibly wrong, but you know what, I'll deal with it. So yeah, we can hit him and he rolls on the ground and stuff, except I completely missed him there, so we're gonna have to do another thing. Oh well, yeah, yes, I did actually. How did that count? How did that count? He was in his invincible mode. That should not have counted. Not that I'm complaining, but it should not have really counted. Anyway, now he's trying to attack us with signs, and I once again am amazed I didn't get hit there actually, but oh well. Usually I find the best thing to do in order to hit him is to do the spin dash, because he is pretty difficult to run and catch. So I think if you do speed dash him, it tends to be better. And hey, total thing of Sonic Advance 2 there, because that's what you tended to do in there, and yeah. Getting hit because we can, but that is the final hit. It's a pretty easy fight, to be honest, even though I played it extremely badly. It's still an easy enough S rank, and yay for mid-air roundhouse kicks, I guess. But yeah, it's a very straightforward boss, as you would expect, because it is like the first rival battle and stuff. But it's still awesome nonetheless. I mean, it's so satisfying to beat the little bugger to death, because he just, you know, you see the smoke and you see the rolling and everything. And every time you beat a battle in this game, whether it's a rival or the boss battle, you do get the Chaos Emerald for it. So yeah, there is that. Can you do hard mode just now? Actually, I've sort of forgotten. Yes, you can. I probably won't be showing the hard modes off because they're pretty much exactly the same thing. Just the bosses take a couple more hits to kill. They're not any faster, they don't do any different attack patterns as far as I know, and I think I have played them all, so I really don't think there's much point in showing them off. So whatever, boss battle time! And by request from being in the Talkhouse forum stuff, actually I did put the subtitles on, which I think was what caused my blue screen actually, but whatever. I did put them on, and depending on who you go into this as, you see that side of this cutscene. So obviously I'm using Classic Sonic at the moment. If I went in with regular, modern Sonic, then I would see it from modern Sonic's perspective. But it doesn't really matter either way, because the cutscene is exactly the same. See, I think as Brain Scratch noted, there is the difference there. Modern Sonic was going to go ahead and make a smart aleck response there, and Classic Sonic just goes straight for it. It's saying there's Eggman over there, we gotta go beat him up. And as a result, Modern Sonic gets denied and Classic Sonic does not. So it's Classic Sonic that we do this fight with. It's the same with the others as well. In all eras, it's the same Sonic which does both rival and boss battle, which I think is kind of interesting actually. And yes, our very first main boss of this game is the Death Egg Robot. That's its official name as well. I actually thought it was called something else, but no, it is called the Death Egg Robot, and that is that. It's really not a hard boss in any sense of the word hard, but that's sort of to be expected from the first boss. It will take you a while to work out exactly how to do it though. Maybe not this first phase, but the second phase definitely takes quite a bit to work out if you're not really looking at it properly, or at least it took me a while. I think the first time I did this boss I took about 5 minutes playing it, and most of it was in the second half just because it was completely unintuitive. But maybe that was just me, I don't know. But yeah, you hit him only 4 times in total actually, and that's 2 of the hits done right there. So now with this phase, what you've got to do is you've got to set the mine going, and then you've got to have his arm hit the mine, and you basically jump from here and onto his head. That's really it. That is all it is. It's just, it takes a little bit to work that out. I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb or something, but it took me a little bit to see this was what you had to do. And I have actually glitched off the arm as well at one point. I managed to fall off the stage because I slipped off the arm. I don't know how that happened, but it was like I landed on top of the arm, but I didn't trigger the automatic scene of like jumping across to him or something. And so I ended up slipping through the platforms and through like everything. It was really dumb. But yes, the Death Egg Robot in 1 minute and 12, it's sort of lame in its own right, but at the same time, it is the first boss, so what would you expect? And hey, this was one of the cutscenes that actually failed when I first played this game. For some reason, the cutscene just never loaded. But it does now. It's really strange.
No! Sonic, save me!
Oh, the irony. It's basically that monster stealing Eggman. Is that really how it goes, or is that just a ruse? We will find out later. Yeah, totally not spoiling anything there. It's kind of obvious though, it's a plot in a Sonic story, I mean come on, it's like a plot in a Mario game, seriously. It's the same thing every time. There's very rarely any plot twist to really go with. And hey, Classic Tales, where did you come from?
Doubles of us?
I love his voice though.
Places and enemies from our past? We're traveling through time and space!
They're a little bit out of sync there, however.
How did this happen?
I think it's got something to do with that big thing that just kidnapped Eggman.
No shit, Tails.
Sounds like the same thing that kidnapped your friends. I mean our friends. You know what I mean.
So why does Tails have a voice where Sonic does not? Just seems weird. Also, this thing appears several times during the game like this. Why does it not just take the opportunity to kick their asses right there and then when they have no way of dealing with it? It makes no sense whatsoever. I just don't get it. It's ridiculously stupid. And yeah, once you've beaten the thing, you get the next era coming up, and you get the Chaos Emerald that was whited out there. So yay. Now we enter the Dreamcast era, which has a Sonic Heroes stage as well, because there was only 2 Dreamcast games, I guess. Much to everybody's disappointment of having no Sonic Adventure 3, but whatever. We are going in... Yeah, I think with the length of this so far, it's probably for the better. I'm just going to go ahead and do Speed Highway as well. I really do kind of like this stage. This stage is pretty freaking awesome, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to dodge all the red rings, because I can't remember where they all are in the first place, so I'm probably going to hit one just because. Anyway, the music like remix for this stage, I'm not a huge fan of it, because I mean I'm not a huge fan of quite a few of the remixes in this game, simply because they feel a bit too techno-y, and I'm not a techno person. I really don't like techno as a like genre, so yeah, I tend to disagree a little bit with some of the stage like musics with this, but still, they're good songs. I can recognize that they're decent. Oops. Well, there goes my shield anyway. But yeah, I can recognize them as good songs. They're just not to my musical taste. Also, watch the spikes there because they're kinda dangerous. You know, you don't really want to get hit by those. I think I'm just gonna go down this way. Because I get to ride a rocket, man, and that rocket's going all over the place. It's sort of, wow. Pretty ridiculous when you think about where we're going here. Hang on a sec, what? I think we had a bit of a camera glitch there. Maybe not, because this... Wow, I don't think I've ever been here. I can't have been here, because I do not recognize that camera angle ever. What? No, this isn't right. This is not how it's supposed to be. How did I manage to get the camera to do that? That's just weird. Well, there's a red ring down there, as you probably noticed. Yeah, the camera is really messed up here. Something is not right within the game at this point. I've never been down here, I don't think, though. Oh, no, I have, because there's a red ring there, which I actually missed. Hey, this is a lot harder than it should be, because the camera is not in the right place. Wow, if you hit the bell, it's just like the original Speed Highway, you actually do get rings for it, so yay for that. There is one bell in one of them, I think it's the Modern Sonic stage, where there is actually... Yeah, I am frightened to do anything now. Yeah, there's one in the Modern Sonic stage, I think, which actually has a red ring involved in it as well, so they're not just there for show, the bells, there is a red ring involved in one of them. Yeah, this is really weird. I don't know if the camera is actually meant to be like this at this point, but I definitely know it messed up at some stage during that. And hey, helicopter, please fix the camera for me because it's messed up. Yeah, there we go. This is more like it. No, it's not more like it. What am I supposed to do? I can't. Seriously, what? What is this? This is just. I can't even like I can't have any sort of perception with this. Wow, way to bug the game out. Seriously, what the hell is with this? I don't know. I can't see. Help? I can't do anything with this. Well, wow, we've managed to... I think that was a red ring. I think I just got a red ring, but I couldn't tell you because it's like... I couldn't see it, but I'm pretty sure that sound was a red ring, so I think I've accidentally picked one up there. We'll find out at the end of the stage, but I think you can forgive me for this because I can't see shit. This is ridiculous. I've never seen this, ever. This is like, seriously. Where am I supposed to go? I can't... Like, no amount of knowing the stage can possibly prepare you for this. Seriously. What the hell is going on? I can't do it. I cannot do the thing with the camera going like this. Like, I realised I said this game had 2.5D, but this is ridiculous. I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to land on those platforms, which is gonna be borderline impossible when the camera is like the complete wrong direction for it. This should be over long before now, but I can't do it with this. You know what, I'm gonna start this over and hope that the camera doesn't bug out again. Because I can't do it when it's like that. I think you can appreciate the fact that it's just impossible when it's like that. So let's go up this way this time and totally not go up that way because that's gonna be too easy, huh? Well, that's the way we're going anyway, so it's not a big deal, but seriously. Oi! I apologize for the massive, I guess, backtracking in all of this, but hey, we get to see a funny glitch, I guess. Not that I even know how that happened, but still. Hey, we're going up this way this time, how about that? I think there's a red ring up here though, so... Ooh. What just happened? Oh, that, right, okay. That did absolutely nothing to help, and hey, if you jump up here, this is an alternate password. Yeah, this was supposed to not be how it was last time. It's obvious by now. It's fairly easy to get up this top road here, and the camera's fine now, so there's no other issues. You can break through that think, which is fine. I've got my water shield as well. I totally forgot about that. Okay, now where are we? We're in a different place to where we were last time. That is good. And, well, it's mostly good. I just need to work out exactly... I think I can drop here. Yes. Okay. So, checkpoint. There. That's one which we didn't hit last time because we couldn't see it last time. And bouncing we will go. Yes, okay, oh, it's in the classic stage. There is the red ring I was talking about earlier, which, oops. Water shield fail. How about that? No, that's the one I was on about before, which is right next to the bell. That's kind of cool, but we're not picking that up just now. Because, yeah. Definitely an interesting area to go. It's something we didn't see before. You can go up there as well, which is fine, I guess. And helicopter time, yeah! Funny how some of it was, the camera was okay, and then other parts of it was just ridiculous. You see, we're already several seconds ahead of where we were, like half a minute ahead. And yet, this was exactly how it was supposed to look. Yep. Yes, it was a red ring. God damn it. I'm not sure if that one is forced or not. I don't think it is. But it would have been very hard to avoid that. If I'd have seen it coming, I could have used my water shield to avoid that. But I didn't know it was there, so apologies for that, I guess. And hey, I can actually see where we're going this time. How about that? Yes, I was supposed to go on these. How was I supposed to do that when the camera was as it was last time, though? Seriously, and I just can't bounce up there. That's depressing. Gonna totally skip that quote-unquote challenge there because I have the bubble shield. That's just what we do. And another ring there which I'm gonna skip because I have the bubble shield. If I didn't have the bubble shield, that'd be just about forced. But at least it's nice and easy to get. Wow. I am amazed at the camera glitch in that though. That's just... probably quote-unquote highlight of the LP so far in its own right, but what was I supposed to do? It just... yeah, that was terrible. But anyway, we've gotten one red ring. I'm gonna have to cut out the footage of that, I guess, when I come into getting stuff. Interestingly enough, I think the artwork and music stuff doesn't depend on the red ring itself that you collect. I think it depends on how many red rings you have in total. Because we just got artwork number 2 there. We got artwork number 1 when we got the first red ring. I'm pretty sure that it would have been the same no matter what red ring we got first. So yeah, that's an interesting point. Anyway, because I've started it, I'm going to finish this as well. The Lightspeed Dash is featured. We will not see the tutorial of that because we don't need to. Basically, around certain rings you get to press the Y button to use the Light Dash. And fun fact, you can jump on that helicopter. That's how you go for the first red ring actually. You need to jump on that. And yay, first glitch death of the game. How about that? Basically what happened there, I was trying to jump on the rail and the thing just sort of glitched me out. So you know what? Screw that rail. I'm just going to go down this way. And now a quick step section, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's just a nice little shortcut area, I think. I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, it's just a slightly different route to take. You can see our gauge is a lot bigger than it was last time, which is pretty good. You can use the same thing as last time. You can go ahead and jump over that. Holy crap, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Also, beware with that section that I just passed there. It is possible to die there because that bit is not scripted. And hey, another death. How about that? Totally didn't happen. No, it is possible to die by running off the edge on that bit just before the checkpoint there. Second fun fact, if you do use the blast off thing and get the boost at the very start, you will actually miss the helicopter. So it's a pretty tricky thing to hit when you're using the blast off skill. So I guess don't use the blast off skill if you want to collect that red ring, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, somebody told me I just need to hold down the button to do the tricks there. I didn't actually know that, so whatever. And as I guess you can tell, those are the Light Dash rings, so whatever. let's not epically fail this time, if that would be nice. This episode is just being kind of really random in that sense. I don't know which way is actually easier to go, but I just kind of go that way, I guess. Red ring there, that's sort of almost passable as a deliberate miss of the thing, but whatever. And I guess we are riding the helicopter once again. The helicopter was in the original one as well, which was kind of cool. I don't tend to go for the shortcut, quote unquote, there because it... What the hell? Okay, I really have no idea what the hell just happened there. Apparently, my momentum was to the right, because that was the direction I boosted in. Huh, how about that? Well then, this is a very fail-induced episode, that is for sure, but what can you really do? Somebody asked me how I drift so well with stuff, and I couldn't honestly tell you, because I don't really aim to drift that well, I guess. It's just something that happens. I just, yeah, have the button triggered for it, and it kind of goes for me. I don't really know how to go about like explaining drifting stuff. And yeah, I know I can easily get that light speed dash there, but it's for the ring, and I really don't want the ring, so whatever. Like, I don't want the red ring right now, and I'm not looking for shortcut stuff either, so it's useless to me. As for how to land on those, you know what, I'm really not that sure. But yeah, why did I fail that last time? I have no idea. This episode has been super weird. Ever since the bosses, it's just been random. But yeah, quick step thing here. This is a lot easier to control than it was in the original game because of that, but you can still get hit. There is a red ring in that section as well, as you've probably seen right at the end. And hey, speed section that I totally missed. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that was there, so yay for that, I suppose. Learning new stuff, because that's just what we do during these things. I really like these platforming sections though. This is definitely a very nice departure from Unleashed, and it's something which I thought Sonic Colors did very well. Anyway, watch these cars because you will get damaged by them, so try not to get hit by them, which is exactly what happened there, I guess. It's kinda cool. Yay, home and attack chains. Red ring there, not gonna care about that right now. I think that's the last one though, because we're getting pretty close to the end of the stage. Because the end of the stage is right there, so that has to be the last one. Alright, see, it wasn't too bad when we actually got going, but it was really faily for some reason. There was a lot of random glitches and stuff going on there. Stuff I've never encountered actually, how about that? Figured it's sort of the recording curse and stuff coming back. That's just... Yeah, I have no idea what happened during a lot of that. Speed highway glitches, which I never even knew existed. And hey, Blaze Road, that's totally awesome.
Thanks for saving me, Sonic. It was scary in the dark, but I tried to be brave.
Look at Cheese there. Cheese's face is awesome. Yeah, time travel will mean you will be right back and stuff. Oh well, anyway, that was Glitch Highway, and we're glad to be done with that, I guess. So, this has been Gamer Cow playing that. How many? I've got 3,200 points. That's annoyingly short, damn it. But yeah, we've been playing this game, and it's called Sonic Generations, and join us next time when we go into Fangasm level, I guess. I do love this stage, though. Probably... it's my favourite of this era, that's for sure, but it's really hard to pick a favourite. There's only one stage in this entire game that I don't like. So, and it's not even really the stage's fault for the most part. But yeah, it's too hard to pick favourites in this. I love all of them. See you next time.